Buddhism is one of the major religions of the world, with over 500 million followers worldwide. It originated in ancient India and was founded by Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha. Today, Buddhism is practiced in many parts of the world and has had a significant influence on philosophy, art, culture, and spirituality. In this video, we will explore some of the key facts about Buddhism, including its origins, beliefs, practices, and impact on society. Origins of Buddhism. Buddhism originated in ancient India around 2,500 years ago. Siddhartha Gautama, a prince from a wealthy family, was born in 563 BCE in the kingdom of Kapilavastu. As a young man, he lived a life of luxury, shielded from the realities of suffering and death. However, one day, he ventured outside the palace walls and saw for the first time the suffering that existed in the world. He was deeply affected by this and began a spiritual quest to find the cause of suffering and the path to liberation from it. After years of meditation and spiritual practice, Siddhartha attained enlightenment at the age of 35. He became known as the Buddha, which means, the awakened one. He spent the rest of his life teaching others about his insights into the nature of suffering and the path to liberation from it. Beliefs in Buddhism. One of the core beliefs of Buddhism is the Four Noble Truths. These are: 1. The truth of suffering. Life is filled with suffering, pain, and dissatisfaction. 2. The truth of the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering is desire or craving. 3. The truth of the end of suffering. It is possible to overcome suffering and attain a state of peace and happiness. 4. The truth of the path to the end of suffering. The path to the end of suffering is the Eightfold Path, which includes right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Another central belief in Buddhism is the concept of karma. Karma is the law of cause and effect, which states that our actions have consequences in this life and the next. Buddhists believe that by cultivating positive karma through good deeds, meditation, and moral conduct, we can improve our present and future lives. Buddhists also believe in the concept of rebirth or reincarnation. They believe that after death, the soul or consciousness is reborn into a new body. The cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continues until one attains enlightenment and breaks free from the cycle of suffering. Practices in Buddhism. Meditation is a central practice in Buddhism. It is believed to be the path to enlightenment and involves training the mind to become more focused, calm, and aware. There are many different forms of meditation in Buddhism, including mindfulness, loving-kindness, and insight meditation. Another important practice in Buddhism is the observance of moral and ethical principles. Buddhists follow the Five Precepts, which are to refrain from killing, stealing, lying, sexual misconduct, and intoxication. Buddhists also engage in various rituals and ceremonies, such as offering food to monks, chanting, and lighting candles and incense. These practices serve as reminders of the teachings of the Buddha and help to cultivate a sense of gratitude and mindfulness. Impact of Buddhism on society. Buddhism has had a significant impact on philosophy, art, culture, and spirituality. It has influenced many different areas of life, from architecture to literature to music. In architecture, Buddhist temples and monuments can be found all over the world, from the ancient ruins of Angkor Wat in Cambodia to the modern temples of Japan. These structures are often characterized